What's up, you guys? No Confidence Gamer here, and today I'm going to be continuing the Why I Bought series. But anyways, I love the little hand motion today. But today I'm going to be telling you guys why I bought the Sony Alpha 6100. Here's the deal. The reason why I'm not showing you guys the camera like I usually do in these why I bought videos is because this whole video is being recorded on said Sony Alpha 6100. So if you really like the way this video quality looks, if you really like it, I'm just saying, you guys are messing with the Sony Alpha 6100. But anyways, you guys, so I basically upgraded from the Canon Rebel T6, which I have the prices here at the monitor, which is $400. And that's $400 for the whole accessories kit. You get like 2 or 3 lenses, a tripod, 2 memory cards, which, by the way, they're up to the T7, and I do hear the T7 is a lot better than the T6. Just 1 second, little sidebar. If you're gonna buy the Rebel series, buy the I. Buy the Canon Rebel T7i, because you can actually use accessory microphones with it. But then you also, the camera, so that was the camera I was using. I dropped it and broke it. Did a life story on that, link in the description. Then I went to, this is the camera being on it now. According to this, it retails for $850, but it is on sale a lot for around $700. So anyways, you guys, so I went up to a $300 upgrade. That's a pretty major upgrade, especially for a college student who's doing YouTube as a kind of like a hobby, which I do make a little side cash on it. Obviously, there are some ads in my videos. But anyways, you guys, so I want to be telling you guys why I bought the Sony Alpha 6100. Now, I am going to warn you guys, a lot of these videos are a little bit lighthearted and a little bit less about... I'm going to go full tech nerd in this. You guys, I'm going to go full tech nerd in this. So basically, this camera has like a lot more megapixels than the Canon Rebel T6. At the price, you should expect it to, 100,000%. But anyways, I'm not a big, I don't really understand megapixels. I really don't. I know I said I'm going to go full nerd in this, but I really don't understand megapixels. I'm going to be straight up with you guys. But here's what really attracted me from leaving Canon and going to Sony. First of all, I didn't really like the feel of my Canon Rebel T6. It was very plasticky, it didn't work right, it was all mirrors, and it just felt very plastic-y and very cheap. I actually went to Best Buy. This was during quarantine, and you had to like make an appointment to go look at things in the Best Buy. I just held the Sony, and the build quality of the Sonys are just superior. Like, I don't know how else to put it. You can tell it's metal, it has some weight to it, but at the same time, it's so much thinner than my Canon was. Now, that isn't to talk shit on Canon. I will say this, that Canon got me to where I am today. It allowed me, I bought it on a Black Friday deal. I got a kit with 2 extra lenses, and I never used the second lens, weirdly enough. But that's really what it got me to today. Like, when I wanted to start getting into challenges and vlogs with my friends, I had a Canon Rebel T6. But it's a great, what I'm trying to say is it's a great budget camera. If you're trying to get into photography or you're trying to get into YouTube videos, I used it. I used it and I had a lot of fun with it and it worked great. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have upgraded if I hadn't dropped it. It worked very well at the time. Am I happy with the upgrade? Of course. But if you're an amateur and you're trying to get into photography, the Canon Rebel series is great. It is perfect for you. I want to give you guys some advice though. Don't marry Canon. Don't buy a bunch of Canon cameras. Feel out what you're really looking for in a camera. The reason what really attracted me to Sony is it works very similar to a smartphone. Now let me explain. Even down to the charging unit, it works like a smartphone. I literally have to plug it into a wall jack. I'm pointing to over there. If you look at my setup video, over there I have a little like TV tray with the fan on it. That's also where I charge it. I literally have to plug it in. Another thing that drove me to it, I already kind of brought this up, was the build quality of the camera. It feels better in my hands. And also, it was so much smaller and lighter. It still has weight to it. I feel it in my hands, but it's like substantially smaller. I can almost fit this camera in my pocket. Whereas the Sony, I needed a whole ass like camera bag for it. So I'm also going to go in depth and really compare the two on camera one day, but that'll be for a different day. Another thing that really drove me to this is that, again, it works like a smartphone. And that point is, you don't really have to focus it. You literally need to tap on the viewfinder or the screen of the camera to focus it. That is bananas to me, guys. I had such a pain trying to focus my Canon, and now this thing is crazy amazing autofocus, straight out amazing autofocus. But also you tap on the lens for it, it's just crazy. Also, the $800, the $850 deal I told you about that usually does go on sale for $700 does come with the lens. It's the a 16 to 50 millimeter lens. That's the one I bought. It works great. I'm so happy with it. I love the upgrade. So the real reason why, again, I bought this is because I dropped it. I dropped my Canon, and I am going to go, I know this video was kind of comparing them, but I do want to do a video comparing them side by side and like really go in depth and really go nerdy. But, so the reason why I bought it is because I dropped my Canon Rebel T6. And there is a lesson here. Sometimes when the world closes a door, it opens a window. I was really disappointed when I dropped my camera. I was really freaking out. But at the end of the day, I upgraded to something I love. And I actually plugged it, I kind of like messed around with some footage a bit, and I plugged it into my computer, and I was blown away with the image quality the Sony Alpha got compared to my T6. I was blown away with it, you guys. So I was just like, I plugged it in and I could just physically see the difference in my videos. I could see the difference of like me recording it. I could see whenever I do a Minecraft Let's Play and this green screen is being used, I can see the crisp of how good this green screen looked. And this isn't just, oh, I got better lighting. This is, the camera is just sharper. The image quality, the video quality is just sharper, you guys. So anyways, if you are currently owning a Canon, in your Rebel, and you kind of want to upgrade it because you want to get a little bit more into photography. Now, this isn't to say, I'm sorry, I keep saying this. This isn't to say the Canon Rebel isn't bad. It's a decent deal. If you really want to get into a photography, it's a decent level DSLR. My thing is, let me go look at this real quick. How much? One second. I'm gonna look up how much the Canon Rebel T7i is. Depending on where you buy it, around $500. Depending on where you buy it, the Canon Rebel T7i is about $500. That's really good, you guys. If you want to get into photography and you don't feel like dropping almost $900 on a Sony camera, absolutely, I do recommend just spending a few years on the Canon Rebel. Also, it has the better viewfinder. I'm sorry, I'm nerding out over here looking at it. But anyways, you guys, the moral of the story is if you really want to get into photography, the Canon Rebel T7i is a decent choice. But if I was you and I had a little bit extra money to spend, I would go with the Sony Alpha 6100. The reason for that is even though it's a little bit more pricey on the pricey side, and it's not like a whole, it's not a bundle, it's not a bundle. You won't get a memory card with it. You won't get another lens with it. It just kind of works. If you have the extra money, I feel like it's sharper and it works better. Also, I feel like Sony's the wave right now. I feel like they make a better camera, and I feel like they have a better supported system. I believe even Casey Neistat went to Sony, you guys. But anyways, the Canon. So at the end of the day, Canon Rebel, decent. Really good camera. If you want to get into photography, if you're thinking you're gonna like have this camera for a few years and you're not gonna upgrade for a bit, absolutely buy the Canon Rebel. I had my Canon Rebel since I was a sophomore in high school. Yes, sophomore in high school, and now I am in my second or third year of college. So I had it for a good 4 or 5 years, you guys, and it worked flawlessly. But I am really happy with the Sony Alpha. So if you do have a little bit extra money, I do recommend it. But the Canon Rebel is a decent competitor if you're just starting out. But anyway, so the reason why I bought the camera is because Sony, like, it has all these ports for it. I can literally control it on my iPhone, which I love. You guys, I really do love that. It just has extra features and stuff. So that's what kind of drew me into Sony at first, and that's what kept getting me on this little Sony train until I ended up buying a Sony camera. And I feel like I'm never going to buy another Canon, I'm going to be honest. Like, I feel like if I ever break this camera, I'm probably just going to buy it or its predecessor. So anyways, you guys, sorry for geeking out. I know this isn't my usual why I bought series, but I hope you guys will enjoy. Please like and subscribe if you did. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.